Hello, Sneeve. Beeble bobble. Give folks a second to get here. Ooh. Love you too, Sneeve. Mwah. Ugh. Ate too much pizza. As much as I hate to cut off Life is Beautiful, we have to get to the game. Blah. I guess this one. Last night we did something very important and danced with Kim. We also discovered that that place is fucked up. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling. Anyway, since it's 9 p.m., we should go talk to that smoker on the balcony. God, we did so much. Yet I missed out the important lore bit. It happens. Did I see Wrestling Harry? Yes. I didn't watch it though, sorry. Spiffy. Whoops, going the wrong way. Also, hey, we have a map. Not anymore! I get the feeling I was supposed to find a map somewhere and just kinda haven't. Alright, Mr. Man, I have my crowbar.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
But it's Thursday.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me.
Hello.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
Is it Friday night?
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather.
Ooh.
Trust me, you do.
Well, very well.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one.
It's the gay boiler.
Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something
We just got
tells
here.
you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
I don't care about people leaving me all the time.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Cat!
He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze.
I'm sorry, electrochemistry. I got sober.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim?
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
There's something so different about him.
Different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
His shirt.
His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
I don't know if we're gonna finish it tonight. But I might.
He's barely holding it together.
I don't have much left,
It's all
according
he
to
can
the
do
journal.
to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Good night. Mwah. Who do I think did the crime? Currently, I think it's, well, it's not his Sunday friend. Unless it's woman. Was it Gary the bookshelf guy? Probably. There's so much in here. Was it Chuck the murderer? Yes. Governmental issues take me all over Revachol, as you can see. Samarin conical hat. Well, I gotta grab the conical hat. And the party dragon silk robe. None of this is weird. The butler did it. How are we doing on drama? We could use more. Transparency has always been our highest priority.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Ah, thank you.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is
Right.
Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super.
Super.
I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Have I found Centrus Maximus? I don't think I have. I met the crypto-fascist.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Oh, this is him. You're looking right at him. Where did you get this beautiful silk robe from?
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Beady little shitbird eyes.
Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
So you witnessed it?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
He didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than even he knows.
Start from the beginning.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
You could use your
What do
words.
you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
That lines up with previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective.
Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark. And it was quiet. Quietest lynching I've ever heard of, let alone heard.
Wow, it was so
But I
quiet.
suspect you knew that already. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in the RCM is well deserved.
What's an official like you
The
doing here?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts
Imagine
the entire
having a
international community,
price
which is why
stability
it requires
coalition.
international oversight.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when
Damn.
the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute
Oh,
of
yeah,
Price
baby.
Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Oh boy.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That clears everything up.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to
Zam.
maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Oh no.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce.
We're about to become sober.
That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of what?
But not too far.
No?
No. 2 below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
What?
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, give me the
A
leaflet.
sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
Wow.
But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Tell me about Sur-la-Clef.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clef is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Why do I think this man is here? Is he here to gentrify Revachol? Oh, in this room? Oh, he was sucking the other guy off.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes. Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clef. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clef's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Poison this guy? You got it. What's up with this moral intern
It's the
thing about?
International Organization for Moralists.
Wow.
Hence, Moralist International.
How come we can't
Institute of
360 spin
Stability
kick this
is
guy?
just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
More moral intern bitches?
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
What is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, Sur-la-Clef,
Martinez doesn't seem very normal.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
Normal world.
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy.
Now we need a big country to come in and blow it up. That way it can become more democratic. America is part of the normal world.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism?
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
It didn't work because the coalition crushed it violently.
Oh, yes. The big bad coalition crushed the revolution. Tell me, if the revolution was succeeding, would it have been crushed so easily? Are we really so bad for wanting compromise, peace, and prosperity on reasonable, achievable terms? Ask yourself that. Now, enough of
Okay, I
this
take back
delightful
what he said. He was sucking himself off.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Oranje.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clef, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Okay, but what is it?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry
His
to
body is
advanced
covered in its
services,
own thin white
and
film.
generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
Can you talk like a normal person?
About what?
Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
If he knows so much about Oranje, maybe he also knows about Oranje's mercenaries.
Whatever you wish, officer. Oh, that's unusual. The Oranjés are not the kind of people you
Wow.
associate with heinous crimes. It's such an upstanding and responsible country.
That's not how I'll describe the guy.
Well, certainly one cannot rely simply on generalizations. That would go against our commitment to individual freedoms. And, of course, any loss of life is a tragedy. So tell me, what have you learned about the victim?
He liked to get high and brag about war crimes he'd committed.
Extremely distasteful behavior. I cannot condone either drug use or needless boasting. Suffice it to say, that is not how we do things in Sur-la-Clé.
That's because they're all a bunch of squares who like to sit around with their fingers up each other's assholes.
Yeah, true honorable people have their own fingers up their asshole.
It's the responsibility of any good welfare state to take care of its most unfortunate citizens.
They turn him into a killing machine.
Career.
Blow me, man.
Yes, killing was his business, and business was good. Did he love it before they made him do it again and again and again?
What else has your investigation uncovered?
Claw him open. He was discharged.
That is extremely unfortunate. Yes, it's regrettable that this practice has a history in certain Occidental nations, even highly advanced members of EPIS. But rest assured, the Oranjese government has committed to producing a timetable that would lay out a path to transition to a professional army. Soon, there'll be no need for mercenaries like this poor man.
What kind of timetable we talking here?
Oh, it's hard to put an exact date on it. I believe the proposal for the timetable is due to be completed around 60 or 61. See? That's the kind of progress that the moral intern makes possible.
I need to throw this man out the window fast.
Oh, great shame, yes. Colonialism is a dark specter in Oranje's past.
It's still happening.
Which
This is
why
recent,
the
man.
work of the moral intern is so critical. It is our great bulwark against another century of bloodshed.
I'm so glad the alternate universe NATO is just called EPIS. His name was Lely.
Lely? That's an interesting name. Ah, he was a soldier. Aha! A condottiere. Yes, it's hard to believe they still exist.
Do you think this is the man who made that tweet? Yes.
As I said, the loss of any life is terrible, no matter who the person may have been. I do hope you're able to bring his killer or killers to justice. We must show that the rule of law still applies, even in Rivachon.
This is the guy saying you shouldn't bully people for buying Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not telling you shit about the fugitive.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
How'd you two
How
become
did any of us
friends?
become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community...
We are Dick Mullins, the Van Eycks, the Contact Mikes, the men from Kirndal. God. What are you talking about?
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
So who is he?
Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
My man, can you, like, say words? Say less words, actually. Don't talk at all.
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information.
You literally just told me
I'm
his
sure you have
current,
your own
like,
method to
career.
analyze this, all right? Please don't put me in this situation.
If Art said more to you than this.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which art?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts.
All of them.
Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
And what are you doing in here by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
It's dark outside, man.
Listen,
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment. Waves crashing in the distance. The sound of sea below the window.
Suppose Bailey is bawling its eyes out.
Listen, the Insulindian Bay.
What about
This
it?
place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course.
Why do I even
were
try?
much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
Let's catch
Pedra
him.
is a candidate member of APIS. But between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
Excuse me?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
Is it, like, warm there?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to immigrate. I'm all ears, officer.
Thanks.
A moment, officer. Do
Thanks!
you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Wait, what?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
If you do the moralist political vision quest, you end up dead.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Wasteland of
That dude was so boring I got sober.
Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So, you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years, though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Lateson. Don't worry, Teeson, you just missed the most boring man on Earth. But now we got plus psyche. Return of the self. No positive effects from alcohol. Governmental issues take me all over Revachol, as you can see. You also missed the worst man. I wish I could arrest him. I want to throw him in prison. He'd probably like it. Do I, like, need a lot of money for endgame? Because if not, I'm just gonna go sleep at the Whirling. Hang out with Kim again. We're totally fine on cash. I get the feeling that Kim doesn't like me wearing that, so I'm going to take that off for now. Wompty Dumpty hooked us up. I look like the engineer. I need to go talk with Egghead just to get the taste of him out of my mouth. Let's see, is there anything I can do before we go to bed? I guess we can go look at the monument. We are rapidly approaching a solution that makes no one happy. Yeah.
An old monument stands in the middle of the, even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How'd he blow through the entire treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Very rich imagery in this game. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Sneeve Dragon.
Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Whoa, purple cocaine? Bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
What is nose
Cocaine.
candy?
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Where is he buried now? The ocean.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler
Money
of
is
Revachol
smart.
in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's so brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Kuno is filmed 24/7 without his knowledge or consent. I'm pretty sure Kuno would, like, enjoy that. Did I remember to, try to open the thing? Open thing tomorrow. Okay, yeah, it's currently closed. Box of sunglasses. No, he went to bed. Okay, we do have to do it tomorrow then. I mean, they have radio. They're pretty close to having television. It's the same electronic principles. Same systems.
Hey, was there something you needed? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Weirdo magic apocalypse tech. See you in the morning. Bye. Whoa! Kim gone.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore.
Big
What's
brain.
your face in the mirror? But it belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Disco.
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
I need to make a click sound while making.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume Lamillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
How long ago was it?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
I adopted it?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Why'd I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of this
Expression.
plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. Not really. Oh must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
You're not late, but you did miss the world's most annoying centrist.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Maybe I can. Get all my horny points together. Wait. The robe game, Electrochem. Not the Windbreaker. Okay, those give the same. There we go.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Now I'm horny enough
It's
to
barely
try.
covered in steam anymore. It's like
Yes!
something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Oh. Head in the clouds. Spare a thought for his great ass, too. Maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. Think about it.
The bed is still cold from the broken window.
You, my friend,
The
are a
room behind your
superstar.
closed eyelids is familiar.
Use the matter
now.
collapse
The
inhibitor.
only home you've ever known. Its darkness gathers. The last thing you hear is the wind blowing in through the broken window. Then something comes, a kind of sleep.
You're right.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
This is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately? Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I'm a murderer, and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people.
Hey,
That's
Iceman did a lot more
nothing
than
to
I did.
him. Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their
Such
function.
no Murdoch from the gorillas
Keep
is in
you
our
from
brain.
It.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream,
You may.
the worst of them all.
The last dream will be total annihilation.
The last dream.
Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Of hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Apologies if you can hear the fan. It's really hot today.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
Shit.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Come on, Raphael, we can do it. He's always just moments away from puking his guts up. Oh no, I knock on the door. What if all cops dressed like this? It'd be a more respectable institution, I think. Good morning. Hi, lady.
Yes? What is it?
Are you by any chance working class?
Well, raising 2 children and half a husband on a patrol officer's wage? Yes, I guess I am working class.
Do you want to rise up and tear down the entire fucking system with me?
No. Okay, sort of. But not with you. Like you are now. Don't take this the wrong way.
Okay, goodbye.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Figure this out.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
We're rolling high tonight.
Another life.
Another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
69.
He seems to be observing you through the reflective glass of his eyewear. There's no reply. Perhaps repeat it?
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
Let's talk about that hypothetical Station 41.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not busy, you're not busy, let's just play around. Sex number. What would our relationship be?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim's cooler than you.
No, because in this thought experiment we are police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Come on. Stop it.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
He does
This
sound like
isn't
Postal
a
Dude.
game.
Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I up. I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of his thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner.
Kim's my partner. He's gonna know.
I'm not your partner. This union is temporary.
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off.
Kim would never.
When that happens, I suggest you take his advice.
The lieutenant merely bows his head in response.
Who's the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him? Or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling dished out by the sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine. Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. A cover-up. What the author of the cover-up is the perp? Makes sense. You
What's the
don't have a
motive?
motive? Then the double cover-up seems too neat. I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Super
There's
weird.
something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still,
I should ask Smith from the same station.
yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
I don't remember you from anywhere.
God fucking shit.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
See you around.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Right here, in the whirling in rags. You're
I
here.
see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick ass.
Well, here's to you.
Tell me about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
You believe
Why
me?
shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met the Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't like him as much as I like you.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
Who are you,
Friends,
you
I
two?
told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time. Bet he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he
He has
staying at your
keys.
place?
And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. A
is
visitor
he?
from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return. To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Kinda wanna beat his ass. Take a sippy. Hi, Randy.
What about me, gendarme? You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it. Is it now? Well, enjoy it.
Alright, I need high
Bye-bye,
composure.
gendarme.
Come on, give me some composure. The shoes. Damn, I don't got a lot for composure.
Hi again, gendarme.
He's so different.
It's the sports.
Oh!
He's a sports guy. All about that
He's the
physical
sports.
prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
I don't buy it.
Hi again, gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
Whoa.
This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved.
Net legendary levels of composure to notice gay.
Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
Are you part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
I want to hear more about it.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
Why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
I do like disco.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement, or forever excluded from it.
Bye-bye!
What if I can't remember anything?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
Wario denies you of your gay. This is gonna be like a 20-hour mind project for me.
Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Research time, 8 hours. Maybe you forgot. I don't think I need to be a hobo anymore. After all, I have a house. Forget homeless, become gay. Homo cop.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. It's day 5. Oh, does his friend leave after day 5?
The prick is gone.
Oh no.
I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent. His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is. Guess he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself to Revachol.
I repeat,
An absolute cunt.
Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper.
Coat, that makes you fascist.
The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something
Pants give
worth
reaction speed?
holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that. Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo. Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something. René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Of course he didn't. Flowers are for pansies. Stop wasting time with them.
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the bells of revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
It wouldn't let me ask for a sandwich after I gave him the picture. I didn't know that was up there.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever.
We can do
As
this.
the unlocked drawer, you're trying
We can't
hard,
do this.
but the data here is unbelievable. The drawer slide.
I forgot to say beforehand.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. René left his uniform neatly folded on the table.
We made a bad roll, so the container will be the good roll.
It's just there. Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable. So, a conflict of honor, it's up to you.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
I'm done here.
Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Kim warning me about fascist clothes. +1 to Ravachalian nationhood. Reaction speed. Come on, Kim, I have a bone to pick. I need rhetoric. Not -1 rhetoric. Get well dressed. Okay, let me make sure nothing's taken away, rhetoric. Let me put on my cool boots. Put on my cool tie. Quick save, because I'm definitely not getting it.
You're back before the cargo container.
Put a point in rhetoric, because I forgot.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If
Please?
anything, it seems to have grown. And as it's all...
I said please.
You're back before the cargo container. And...
Ballin' soon.
You're back before the cargo container. And as it's all...
Come on.
You're back before the cargo container. Despite
Yes!
the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Hello, is anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
Mega rich light bending guy.
You can't be serious.
We can go inside. Hi there.
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything.
I'm rich!
You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard.
Thanks, visual calculus.
In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Hello.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not...
That was an impossible check.
I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes.
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days.
I like how it's Manana with the filter.
Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore, investor,
license holder, an extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Well, we convinced the shipping container to open. Is Xiling with the filter? Oh, I was close.
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Raphael Ambrosius Costo.
Pleasure to meet you, Raphael. I'm surprised in a positive manner, to understand, about your exceedingly high net worth name.
Yes!
It is not. Never mind.
Oh, don't you worry, Lieutenant. I can tell a good one when I see one.
How'd you become so rich?
Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, kid?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what.
Damn.
Some of
Can I
my
have some?
lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
Cool, I don't even have any interesting replies. Don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society?
Sure. And they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht?
1 million?
Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future, it will all be automated. But my point is this. Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him.
Wow, being a high net worth individual sounds great.
This truly, it's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
You look a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
Can't even see you. It's something happened to the light. Yeah, it's the chin.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth. Among that group of individuals, it's been observed that when the Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
What's our
The
coefficient?
Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient for you and this individual appears to be 0.9998, repeating.
This man is so rich and Harry is so poor the laws of physics don't know what to do.
Among other things. But calm down. I am but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clay, used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
There's a cool church here.
A fellow history buff. I myself am currently reading up on Franco-Nigerian era trains. Very interesting stuff. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that. Smart, you know? It also
I could be the
provides
middleman.
means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to.
Well, targeted advertising.
Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
Being rich isn't worth the hassle.
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
I can't afford to look worse. I do have a lot of money, though. That's illusion money. How'd I get that much money? I think my network is a bit distorted due to the presence of a very rich man in here.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals don't have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
Are you sure you don't have any more?
Yes, I'm sure. You know, maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Art degree useless.
Thanks for stopping by. If you ever have an idea you want to pitch me, I'm all ears.
I believe him. Alright, mega hang on, which one was it? We're gonna ball.
Welcome.
Okay, it's conceptualization. Alright. Big conceptualization time. We gotta have the big brain. I failed a passive skill check that would suggest you intentionally make a bad business proposition. And if you fail that check, you succeed. Come on, I gotta have a brain shirt somewhere. I'll make sure nothing's taken away from conceptualization.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do?
Okay, nothing's helping. We ball!
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
I've got this idea for a board game.
Go on.
It's a very high concept.
I'm ready.
It's a pen and paper game where people all over the world can play with each other using radios.
Hold on. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to a ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag.
The Fortress Accident guys talked to him before.
They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world.
What happened?
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done. As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity.
This dude is based on the IRL dude who invested in Zalm, the same dude who screwed him over and has the ongoing lawsuit against.
We lost all of our money. High archetypes never deliver. They are only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
Kim.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Did you try to salvage?
Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
You sure?
Absolutely not.
Bankruptcy sequence.
Stop embarrassing yourself. Pop a magnesium and calm down.
It was a real pleasure. Sadly though, my current lifestyle prevents me from remaining more than a brief time in any one place. Perhaps we'll meet again, somewhere far away. Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Layoff season. Business loves silence, the second loudest sound in the world. Eclipsed only by the collective screams of market crash victims. Do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company going to go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredges? Delivering parcels for soup money? You need to crisis manage your way out of this. Okay, I have to know what the other one is. Gives money every time we fail a check.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What
Ball.
can I do?
If business planning were really
You should invest in the RCA.
The volunteer police force. And why would I do that?
Charles. And completely
Just a
outmatched.
minute. The RCM has its difficulties, but generally speaking,
Thank you, Charles. Thank you for the commentary.
You know, that's exactly what I've heard. From what I understand, the RCM, as currently constituted, is essentially a lost cause.
And then he ran away.
Still, the idea of a privatized police force is really forward thinking. You could even say it's ultra liberal. Tell me, if you could invest in the RCM, where would you direct your resources?
Okay, Half-Light is about to come in.
Bigger guns, large caliber motherfuckers that leave exit wounds the size of grapefruits.
Into Harry.
The latest technological wonders. Take care of the people who protect the people.
I pay some designers come up with a new logo and tagline.
The RCM's problems aren't the kind you can solve with radio computers. The road goes much deeper than that.
If I could interject, the RCM's problems are mainly structural. We are hamstrung by a lack of clear lines of authority, and our system of performance reviews strongly disincentivizes interpreting cooperation.
I think the lieutenant's right. Your problems run much deeper than equipment or funding. The entire org structure of the RCM needs to be redefined. You need a unified chain of command. New metrics for measuring performance that reward real police work. Does that sound right?
Yes, that's precisely what we need.
So you'll do it?
Hell no! Can you imagine how much work that would take? Why would I do that when I can just speculate on exotic financial derivatives from the comfort of this shipping container?
Damn.
The thing about investing is that the less work you have to do, the better. Don't overthink. That's what return on investment means.
The lieutenant's disappointment is palpable.
Oh.
It's like someone just shot his dog.
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with? It was a real farewell.
Well, we can't leave with disappointed Kim. Kim really wants the RCM to improve.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Alright.
What can I do?
Big brain.
If business planning.
Okay, bigger brain.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Ha!
If business planning
I got
really your strong
critical failure. But this time it'll be crit ball.
What can I do for you?
deploying high concept buzzword.
I'm always right.
All systems functional. Ready to engage in 3, 2, 1. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovative, and focus on what matters most. The children.
You should invest in a youth center.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
A place to train buff kids. A place to teach them practical skills like teamwork and self-discipline. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future?
And if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm.
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities.
Thank you.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? Here's the round of seed.
Yeah!
This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Cha-ching! What'll it be? Speed? Vodka? Cigarettes?
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment. And I expect to see returns.
This man said he only had $3 on
The
him.
lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes again.
Invest cigarettes into children.
Is he having a stroke?
Kim, are you having a stroke?
No, I'm not having a stroke. You're just still full of surprises. Most of them bad, but some good.
The lieutenant has granted
It was a
you
leather-bound
aura of
Bible.
legitimacy. Bathe in it, but don't let your satisfaction show. Lay
A clue, you say?
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with? The pleasure was mine. Unfortunately, I must be away soon. The next time we meet, I'll be expecting an update on my investment. Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Kim has nothing to say on this matter. We did it, Kim. We've made money. Now it's time to solve crime. Elon Musk's containment facility. Hang on, I got a pounding thought in there. Demand democracy. I'm rich!
What a shirt. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Welcome to Hyundal, officer.
A typical Martinez streetlight.
I want that
sits
street light. Gets $100.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding
Dig up
the
a
rest of
truly
the
cool
trinkets
figurine.
displayed on the table. Some
Hang on, I can make this even easier.
You see rows of toy soldiers
Ballin'.
guarding the rest of everything you pick out seems faded.
How am I so bad at it? Yeah!
You see rows of toy soldiers. Why? What's this?
I almost got it
Headless
fucking
man
again.
riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend
Must be a Monday.
about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Yes!
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Yes!
You see
Oops.
all the old boom.
I gotta spend my investment.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Come on,
Shine
C-Lang.
on these sunglasses lasts
Ball.
a life.
This one doesn't get a line, I guess.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello, so deep.
Wow, officer! You look so cool!
Whoa!
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Kim, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
A man who knows his style. Much respect.
I'll take the ugly ones
Good
too.
starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me. You keep coming back.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right? Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious.
Whoa.
Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco. Look around, officer.
Oh shit.
You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
I don't have children, I
Too
think.
bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy? Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
You find the box.
Economical, but
Let's
The
see.
speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
I need those fallen sneakers.
super cool. Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaran garbage.
Wait, hang on. Oh, he took it away. I was going to ask about the speakers after I already bought them. Why did you even buy those? Yeah, they're worth 30 bucks. We got all the drip we can imagine. I got even more composure. Kim, you're in the way. Wait, never mind. I was going to see if you would repair them, but I already have a speaker. I think it's time we go looking for the woman. After all, we have like a crime to solve. That door's open. I think it was open before, but still. I have decided to finally solve the crime. Kim says a long sigh of relief. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully.
Old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown.
We gotta be able to get into this thing, right?
Old door, worn by elements, guards
We can just
the
ball.
depot. The wind, you rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
We don't get in there.
We go into anyway. Not worth investing in interfacing at this point. Come on, we even got Light Bending Guy's container.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
This door could be part of the investigation.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life.
One more
Perhaps
door.
something useful will come from this.
God damn it. It cannot be. A disgrace! That one door on the coast. You know the one. The one leading to a landed supply depot. Why, in the name of all that's holy, does it not open? There has to be a way to get through that open door. Maybe we should finally put points into suggestion. Yeah. Let's get naked. -1.
Hello?
Do I really have nothing to get suggestion? Maybe I'm not, like, looking hard enough. I think Half-Light can take the hit. There's two closed that give suggestion and the other one will come later. Well, let's put a point into it. We have like a bunch of like negative suggestion thoughts. Okay, we have one negative suggestion thought. Bumpty Dumpty Dumpty. Oh, also Wasteland of Reality. Or suggestion. That's look cool. And logical.
An old door.
Himbo Cop remembers he has a brain, dresses like a freak.
Just dead and dying locusts. Poor things.
Oh. You know, she's probably in that big abandoned building. The one that got, like, shot up. Because no one's in there. I'm going off my Wompty Dumpty Dom intuition. Hello again.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Sure. What's on your... But of course. What else?
You see, a once bright mural, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first. Indeed, somehow you knew it was here, an urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
She in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Big brain, big brain, big brain!
Even though you're
okay.
sure you succeed,
thank God.
All is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
Modifiers plus 14.
trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not, and now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Can just examine this again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
Below this building.
Okay. Why?
I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Good, yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
That's how bad it's
Right.
gone.
How do we get in, though? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder right there.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force.
Savoir-faire finally
None
gets to
sounds
do
unsafe.
something.
Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Oh, we walking all the way around for that one. Well, let's try the ladder first.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the
The
situation.
distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
I'm a giant.
Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle? What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
It just needs a bit of concentration.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
I'm 43 and I plan to see 70. I walk this land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining.
What are they talking about?
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
The magnetic dice set. Teleport to the roof.
All you need to do
Yes!
is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. Objection! All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I did it, Kim! I teleported!
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it, like a regular person.
No, not like a regular person. Like a phase spider.
Holy shit.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear...
Wizard cop, teleport cop.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
The highest passive rhetoric check in the game is during the sequence. Rhetoric tells you don't climb that, it would be expensive on the animation budget. Stones fall. It's a long way down. Hey, a postcard. You should take out your flashlight.
Yes?
What? Yes. Hi, Kim.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there? Shadow Cop phase shift.
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
You seem to be following me.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How'd you even get there?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
He's quite proud of himself.
At least we have a quick way in and out.
Yes, we have an exit, so let's get going.
Whoa!
Time to investigate these passages.
Secret. Kim is pretty, even from far away. Hang on, I'm not wearing a shirt. Perfect. Well, I should get some on to get more empathy. Suggestion. It's just an upgrade. Hey, that jacket looks familiar. Kim, I think it's time you knew. There's a dark, sexy twist in this case.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Such a reasonable jacket for reasonable men.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
I got like Chad morale. Why does my neck hurt? Crevice in the wall. Revolutionary's hat. Communism hat.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory. Kraz Mazov would have worn this, Yushenka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Yeah!
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spiderweb in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Look, Kim.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning up the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the Communard built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of the bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Years worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Footprints. Kim, look. About to find another way around. An unnatural buzzing is in the air. Boss fight ahead. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. I'll need my gun.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm. the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. The gun, your gun, can be an item of destruction, but also creation. The Villiers-LaSalle art project. Time to shoot some beauty through the heart of Martinez.
Ooh. Come on, Kim.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
I see. This is a save the game moment here. Do y'all think we're ready? Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. I guess it's time. We did save. It feels strange. 40 cents.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Hi, Ruby.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Owie.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience.
Woo!
Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Play all. It really captures the feeling. Oh, Ruby's doing that. Kim, help!
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
It's the U-land frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected
Richard.
much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Right behind you, officer.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Oh, we're going into imaginary
At
numbers.
the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
What is the pale?
The pale? It's the end of the world.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
And she's proud of it too. As she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Have you experienced the compressor?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Yeah! Can we talk about the man you
Yeah,
killed?
let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Could you turn it
If
down?
you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Looking for a deal with my mattress.
I am. Speed!
You look like you were born.
I legit thought that was part of the game.
God damn it.
Whoa.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
I've just decided to switch Fridays to Monday, which means that Friday will now take place on Monday.
How'd you know we were coming?
Passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been